Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, joined by Steve Merrill and Teddy Covers of WagerTalk.com. We're talking Monday Night Football. Saints 4.5-point road favorites at the Seattle Seahawks. Total pretty much 43, couple 42.5s on the WagerTalk odds screen. Steve, I'm going to go to you first. Seattle got me the cash on Sunday night, and I would be lying if I said I didn't turn it off when it was 14-0 Steelers. Geno Smith has got some issues, but he was able to get me the cover. Do you think he'll be able to do that 2 weeks in a row?
Yeah, I was with you on Sunday night. I had the Seahawks as well. Never in doubt. They won, covered, lost 23-20, covered as a 5-point dog. But look, Smith actually played well if you look at the numbers. I mean, he had a quarterback rating of almost 100 in that game. On the career, though, he's got a 31 touchdown, 37 interception ratio. That's not good. He's average at best, but he is a wily veteran. If you can just keep him from turning the ball over, you can probably work with that. Look ahead line, by the way, on this game a week before the teams played last week, before that Seahawks loss yet cover was going to be 3 in this game. It's now 4.5. So it is a little higher than expected. It's the Monday night game. You would expect the public to probably be on the Saints in this one. So we'll see where it settles. Total sitting 42.5, 43. Those are both widely available numbers as we head into the weekend. A tough call for me here. I'm going to dig into this one as we get closer to Monday Night Football. I was on Seattle last Sunday, obviously in a competitively priced game against a good Saints team. It is a concern, though. He's back at home. He played okay in mop-up duty when he came in for the injured Wilson in that other home game against the Rams on Thursday night. Teams now have a couple weeks to prepare for him. You got to figure the Saints will probably have some tricks up their sleeve, and they do have the bye week, keep in mind. So they also have the extra week to prepare for Geno Smith and company, while the Seahawks technically are on a short week having to travel home off that Sunday night game.
Teddy, Steve just brought up my question to you, and that is, what do you make of teams coming out of their bye week in the NFL? Like, do you give them maybe an extra half a point and kind of have that time to nurse their injuries, or do you just say, I'm not going to factor this in at all?
It absolutely depends on the situation and the spot. And again, when you try to do lazy methodology, saying, I'm going to give all the teams coming off a bye, I'll give them a point. Or I'll give them a half a point. Or I won't give them anything. That's lazy. The way to do it is look at the actual situation for New Orleans, which is they went into the bye. They came off a nice win. So that's not a situational plus. But from what was this team through the first 5 weeks of the season versus what's the team going to look like for their final 12 games methodology, might be a big difference between the Saints team we just saw and the Saints team we might see on Monday night. And I was looking anxiously for updated injury info. I don't have it, but this I know. All right. Wide receivers Michael Thomas and Traquan Smith. Left tackle Teron Armstead and center Eric McCoy. Defensive tackle David Onemaya and defensive end Marcus Davenport and linebacker Quan Alexander and kicker Will Lutz. That's 8 starters for the Saints that have combined to play 6 games this year. We're talking about Pro Bowlers and hundreds of games started between them, and this year just 6 games between them. They all have a chance to return in this game, and I don't know who's going to be back and who isn't. But a Saints team with 8 starters back on the field against, again, Geno Smith did exactly what he's supposed to do last week. Right? If you watch Geno Smith at any point over the last decade and a half, he's done the exact same thing. Yeah, I'll make a couple of plays. But with the game on the line, Geno Smith is going to do what he did, which is screw it up and cost you the game. And he did it for anyone that had Seattle on the money line last week. And, of course, the fact that they were playing an offense that couldn't move the football at all allowed them to stay in the game. I'm not convinced that's going to be the case this week. It's road chalk if they're healthy, or pass for this better. You're not going to see me lose money with Geno Smith. I've made that mistake already and learned.
All right, great stuff from Teddy and Steve. Again, make sure you guys check out Wager Talk today, every single day, 12 Eastern, 9 Pacific.